There we go. Okay, this one. I'll just up it one.
And you shall have it, your ranking reekiness.
Haha, it's funny because they make fart noises to say goodbye.
Iron resolve is already underway.
So it starts to make more sense that he's following the lunatic demands of somebody who's just saying, I want steel now! Now I want oil! Because otherwise you think like, what the fuck is this, like, the plan? This is like the third or fourth time that this TV show's relied on some form of fart gas. Literally the gas is around and they took their masks off.
We're ready to steal the steel.
They steal the steel. And again, it goes in the same bucket. The bucket that clearly had stone debris and rubble in it.
Better just pour yourself a cool one, please, Gums, as if you think things are hot now. You're really gonna light your fire.
They must coordinate their puns. Imagine if one of them dropped the pun, you know? Because they pass it between each other. And those cars are ready to just launch through that door from a standing stop, apparently, because the one jumped through the door in an arc, you know? To be fair, their coordination is pretty good. Oh, those people are fucking dead. They're dead. You just killed people. Okay, that was actually a pretty good one-line of someone who's apparently stupid.
Uh-oh, another cliffhanger. Definitely a tense moment. If this was a James Bond movie, the cool titles would start now.
Oh. So yeah, this one's like called Steelfinger, and it's a blatant James Bond parody. Like you saw there, they're like, oh no, a cliffhanger moment breaking the fourth wall? Because they do this every week and they're like, oh no, it's happening again.
Say bye-bye, biker babies.
How is that an insult? Biker babies.
Number 22.
Oh man.
21, man, 21. No, 22.
So like, they have choreographed movement plan sets for every situation that Throttle knows by number.
I spell it. Whiptail, yeah. Music to my ears. Let's do it.
Speech bounce bullshit time.
Uh-oh. Steel yourselves for action, bros. Cause surf's up.
What is taking those hopeless hooligans of mine so? No? Get us out.
Why would you let him drive? God, I hate that character. Every time he's on screen I say that, don't I? Don't let that stupid tentacle monster drive, because he's about, oh.
Can we shred or can we shred?
We just fucking murdered those people again, and they're just like, oh, it's fine.
Number 6 coming right up.
Okay, heads up, bros. Let's
See, they use numbers,
keeps this time.
which means they're actually pretty coordinated bikers.
Now aim for the tires on 3. 1, 2. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They have to stop for the red light, though.
Oh, and they're getting away. We had those bridgeheads cold. Red light, bros. Man, let's obey the law, Vincent.
You just murdered some fucking people, and he's like, oh, we gotta obey the law, though. Why is there a shark?
Once again, you weak braid fools managed to
Chasing guys down a wrecked city,
Sorry's not good enough.
firing rockets at them, but we gotta obey the law.
And I have a plan guaranteed to procure an awesome ocean of iron for my beloved home planet. But there is just one, or rather, 3.
Oh, his eyes are wobbling all over his face.
The biker mice, boys? Of course, the biker mice, you petty pinhead. No matter how minuscule.
He punched the table and the guy went backwards from that.
Those worthless wombats always arrive to interfere. And why? Because you can't stop them. What are you? A man or a mouse? A man. I think. Unfortunate. A mouse might do a better job. That's it!
The amount of times his plans are literally just him ranting at his cronies and then going, "That's it! Something I said that made no fucking sense."
One of the biker mice themselves.
He has them on dartboards like he's gonna pick from random chance, then he points at each one and says, "I don't like that guy," or "that guy."
No, too clever.
Too clever.
No, too hard to control. Perfect. Big, strong, a sensitive sort of fellow. Just the one to get the job done. Now,
If he knows him so well.
let's make him mine.
If he knows him so well, why is he having such trouble defeating them?
Because I always get stuck having to do the root beer runs. Besides,
They're like, "Oh, root beer," and it's always soda pop on the bottle.
and I gotta admit, it's kind of ugly too. James Bond would never have a creaky old mechanical arm like this. Man, something sure
It's
stinks
a lot of foreshadowing about the arm, isn't it?
Almost like greetings, dear friend. Oh, do be a good chap and put that away. I've not come here to battle. I've come here to bargain.
I don't bargain with stinking Kentucky and slime fish scum. Whatever you want.
Did you notice that Limburger's lips did not sync up to what he said?
Show my prospective new employee his signing on bonus.
You am.
James Bomb.
For that stinking cheese breath.
Hey! Easy on the equipment, guys. This stuff doesn't come cheap, you know.
A James Bond book.
Blows a little hot.
I keep thinking they're actually saying James Bond, but they actually managed to find the closest thing.
Hey, Moto, did he hurt you?
No, worse. He offered me a job.
What?
Don't worry. I ain't gonna take it. But he had this pretty new arm, all smooth and shiny. I don't feel creepy like this.
So yeah, that boxy design was old school even for the 90s, guys.
Somehow. I could sing him a song. Vinny, aren't things bad enough? Maybe there's something to, like a James Bond movie.
James Bomb.
In other news, Lawrence Limburger has almost finished construction on the world's largest solar power plant, capable of supplying all of Chicago's power needs for free.
What? No.
Isn't that a fucking good thing? Like,
Limburger has generously offered to trade the power plant to the city in exchange for this rather disgusting sewage treatment plant. The mayor and our city leaders have promised to give Limburger an answer by tomorrow. Back to you, Jim.
Man, it's the weirdest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, what's he want with a sewage treatment plant? Doesn't he stink bad enough already?
Yeah, could gag a maggot. That treatment plant collects all the runoff from the city sewers and storm drains. That's nothing that even Pete Dark would want. Hero time! We gotta find out what that catfish bait is up to. Any suggestions how? Yeah, well,
you expecting Vinny to have an idea?
I think I have an idea, bros. What we need is a secret agent.
You decided to join me, dear chap.
So yeah, they literally do this because Limburger's this stupid that he wouldn't think that this is gonna happen.
What is yours? Anything at all.
Where's the arm?
Except that.
What?
You must understand, dear boy. We have been enemies a long time. You'll have to begin on a trial basis. Say, a month. After that, the arm is yours.
Oh yeah, well tell me, you rancid, your respectedness. What do I have to do?
I'll be giving a costume ball tonight. All of Chicago's most influential people will be there.
So they won't give him the arm. This is just like, they managed to really make like everyone's boss into Limburger, don't they? Like every shitty thing a business can do to certain employee.
My dear muscular mouse, I fear that must remain
break his window at the same time. Oh no! And then Frollo was just lying on his butt like, whoa! But it doesn't really explain how, like, it will show you in a second that was, like, bullshit. But, like, what the fuck? You see this costume? Oh, it's a costume ball, isn't it? I was gonna say, why is there Vikings attending? Oh, why is Gambit attending? Holy shit.
Whoa, remind me never to get Moto really mad at me. Yeah, when she's so long as Limburger.
So, yeah, you saw them shoot them off their bikes, so you're telling me giant mannequins were driving their bikes autonomously.
He's been watching James Bond movies all day. Man, he's primed.
Wow.
Please. Mouse. Moto mouse.
What the fuck?
My new assistant. Kindly extend him every
All the girls are like, ooh, a giant fucking mouse.
Mouse. Can I get you anything?
Yes.
Also,
Very cold, not shaken, not stirred.
the root beer's not shaking off. This is that's straight up a evil villain, isn't it? In James Bond with the razor hat.
Mouse can get used to this.
Also, his surname is Mouse.
We're freezing our tails off.
So all their surnames Mouse.
He's getting the women while I get the wildlife. Oh, this ain't right. I'm the cool one in the group. Yeah, and getting cooler by the second. Uh-oh. Moto. Grease ball at 3 o'clock.
But, like, I'm not being funny.
You can do my job.
He's not in a suit, he's just wearing a different fucking hat. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible. He's like, yeah, Steelfinger, and all the girls are like, ooh, Steelfinger. Oh no, why? Oh yeah, by the way, Charlie has previously infiltrated as their secretary, and they didn't. And she infiltrates every time, but they're like, no, we need the giant 7-foot talking mouse to infiltrate, because that's not obvious.
Something to hide behind it. It's locked.
But then they did this with Throttle on the Raven episode as well, didn't they? Where he's like infiltrating, it's like, he's a giant fucking mouse.
I like that in a mouse.
It's a giant mouse.
It's a scale model of Chicago.
If anything that they can't do, it's infiltration,
Here's the sewage treatment.
because they don't look like humans.
Limburger's got something dastardly up his sleeve. I know it. But what?
His shoulder width changed from shot to shot there, and it was kind of weird, because he went from over swole to standard swole.
Limburger's gonna melt down Chicago.
The melted steel flows into the storm drain.
And ends up in the treatment plant.
Ah,
He sends it to
I see. An inconvenient truth, you could say.
He's gonna use it to steal Chicago steel.
I don't know what I was going for there.
Mr. Mouse, you've discovered my little plan. But I'm afraid your cleverness has just cost you an arm. And your life.
I feel... Do need to zoom on his face that much. I feel like you don't have to say arm and then life.
The monkey suit anymore.
Too bad. You looked good.
Oh, you really should remain in formal dress, dear boy. It's so...
Bit late now, he tore off his fucking suit like Kazuyo. No, not Kazuyo Mishima.
Today, cheese lips. Here comes the cat.
Did you just call him cheese nips?
Is this the nick of time or what?
I thought this maddening my...
Also, he was wearing his standard armor stuff underneath a suit. Like, that wouldn't stand out like fucking crazy.
What's the merchandise, sweetheart?
Just stung his ass a little bit, making you think the lasers they're using are fucking useless if all they do is kind of get reflected off mirrors and slap people's asses.
Sequence in a baby.
They're back to chuckle fucking. Also, they just have cars in a building and bikes in a building, but you're so used to them having bikes in a building, it's just the dirt buggies following them around is a little weird, because it's like, how do you get that in a fruit.
We must activate the solar mirrors and melt the metropolis with all those.
Hire a real driver with hands that can reach the pedals. What the fuck is this show? Oh, why? This is a terrible way to arrange solar panels, isn't it?
Things could start getting a little hot around here.
Finny's getting all of it, did he? Finny's getting all of the hits in at the moment, isn't he?
Hamsters.
Your crusty kingship.
What is it? To observe that I'm occupied?
I simply wish to report that the sun has now reached full intensity. Your fulsome fragrance.
Oh, it just rose and it's at full intensity, guys. You know, not like when it's supposed to be at fucking noon.
Chi-town's gonna be fried town. Let's ride and rock.
They fucked up their own catchphrase. He's like, let's ride and rock. And they're like, oh, wait, what? So it's a... I get it, because Chicago, deep dish pizza.
I'd cancel that order then, Burger. Yeah.
How did they hear him through the fucking wall?
Specialty.
Kentucky pizza with extra stink cheese.
In 30 seconds.
That's terrible, and also still potentially a slur. Jive-ass turkeys.
To discuss my resignation.
Show's over, Doc. Just get up and come along quietly. Here, I'll give you a hand.
Excellent idea, you mutant mole. But
So, yeah, let's just work out the logic of this. He already had two arms, he just put an arm over his arm. He can remove his arm like it's a devil trigger arm, like Nero in DMC5.
Yes, and it's yours. All yours. All you have to do is release me.
Release you.
Exactly. Permit me to depart.
But he always lies, man.
It's yours to possess.
That new arm for me.
No, big guy. Shh.
That's right. Put me down. Release me, and the arm is yours. What do you say?
I say I'd give both my arms to get rid of a stinkfish like you.
Stinkfish. He called him turkey, stink cheese, and stinkfish.
Can't be the real thing. Now, for the final test.
Yeah. Like, also you work with a mechanic that does wonders anyway. If you just wanted a new... So he broke his arm and his human arm came back, like...
That steak and cheese to be fucking.
And he still got away.
This is going ballistic.
Surely Charlie could make him a better arm if he was that bothered, you know?
Say what? Come on, you can't stay here.
It's something I've gotta do.
As he runs into a burning building. The fire is literally just following them in a straight line. Good job he knew exactly where to aim it to blow up their building, isn't it? It wouldn't be a Biker Mice episode if they... Casual acts of terrorism. I feel like this would not age well if it was set in New York and his towers were shaped a different way. You know, because every time...
Love a spectacular ending, you bet.
Why is she still dressed like that?
Do it in style.
We are the best mamma jammers in the universe.
Stop saying Mama Jammas, it's not catching on. Oh no. Oh look, they made a mouse cloud. That episode is just like, what? But you can see, like, they get funnier, kinda, as they get their footing through the first season. I haven't actually watched the second season, but we still haven't finished the first season yet. So we'll you'll see what I mean as things go further and further. They start to get pretty good, and then they have their ups and downs, but it's like, you can see a gradual improvement from the first first 10 episodes after, you know, this is episode 11, they start to actually make more, like, coherent sense and are kind of funnier. Anyway. Yeah. I know. I might just be talking bullshit. I might just be like, the ones that I actually found funny. The ones that broke me and actually made me laugh. This one with the girls fainting, because it's just like, what the fuck? And, the next one, which we'll see in a minute.